Okay, I'm back. I was trying to adjust it to get to the sink, and evidently I don't know. There we go. Not doing a very good job. But if I do that, let's see how that works. I've got my iPad going. Do you know what? Can't get this thing adjusted right. I hope y'all come back. Okay. I can't get it adjusted to cover the sink. I've got my iPad going this time. I was trying to turn it to go to the sink. This is video number 2. And then when I turned it, I hit that finish button. And I think I posted the first part. Okay, Michelle, you just joined me. I'll try to watch every once in a while, but if I don't see you when you come in and you have a question, just send me a question on the comments and I'll answer it when I get to it. Okay, I'm fixing to take up the boiled eggs, and what I was trying to do was turn the camera toward the sink, and I hit the wrong button, went offline. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big bowl of ice water. Let me get that going. Because I got to get these eggs off the stove. If I can get a big bowl of ice water, and I know this is going to be noisy. This is my ice maker. And the reason why I dump them in ice water real quick is because it makes them peel real quick. Okay, come on, ice, get it going. Okay, got a cup of ice. That's good enough. That ought to get the water good and cool. So I'm going to take the eggs off the stove. I'm going to shake them up, take the hot water off, shake them up, and put them in this ice water. So y'all hang on while I'm doing that, taking it off the stove. Okay, here come the eggs. Make sure I turn off the right burner because I got pinto beans boiling on the back side. I just dumped them into a colander and then shake them up a little bit. I wish you could see this. Shaking them up like that to sort of crack them, and then dump them in that ice water. Ice water is what makes them peel real cool. Let them cool a little bit, and then hopefully when I take them out of the ice water, they're going to be real easy to peel. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's put them over here so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, one of them completely came loose. I mean, that is plumb out. Already out of the shell. And, let's see. Okay, this one. Oh, look at that. This peels right off. Isn't that amazing? I showed this secret to my mother a couple of years ago, and she was just amazed. She said, I've never seen anything like that. But I just took them off the hot stove. Now, some of you do have to peel a little bit, but it's not like having to just really, have a hard time. And I've got several of these, so I'm going to peel them right quick. So while I'm peeling eggs, we'll talk. I've got the pinto beans boiling on the stove. I have to watch the water level, and I've got some boiling water in my kettle set next to them so that I can add hot water as they boil and not have them cool down, and just keep that going. That's a fast way of cooking my pinto beans. I normally cook them in my crock pot. Amy, you're back. I'm glad you found me. I pushed the wrong button and got off. I'm glad y'all are hanging out in my kitchen this morning. It just makes it not be so lonely in my kitchen. Gary's home, but he's in the bedroom. Hi, Jana. I look up there once in a while and see y'all. There's Vanessa. If I miss you and you have a question and I don't see you, I'll answer it. Oh, that one didn't break. I hope it. That was a hard egg. I'm going to let that soak a little bit in that water. But if you have a question, put it in the comment, and then when I get offline and look back at them, I can always answer. Okay, the reason I'm doing this and letting y'all hang out in my kitchen on Saturday mornings, what I try to do is cook for the week. If I can't do it on Saturdays, I do it on Monday. And we went to the grocery store, and we bought kale and parsley. That's my base for my salad. And then I get this shredded iceberg lettuce. And then I get the green leaf shreds. And somehow or another, it just makes the salad go faster, and it's good, and it don't take up as much room as a huge clump of salad. And besides that, it's easier for me and Gary to eat. I think it's easier for older folks to eat. Keep an eye on my beans over there. Let me take a look at them. Oh, yeah. They're doing good. This is just on their first boil. Okay. And then, okay, I bought all kinds of the rainbow color of bell peppers. I've never used these before. It says pure flavor, so I'm going to try them out. I bought some plain old bell peppers. You know, I read some time ago that there was a difference in the flavor of the, what they call these, the 3 or the 4, whatever. And then so I thought, well, I'm going to check that out a little bit further. I found out it was a myth. There's no difference in them. A bell pepper is a bell pepper. Okay. And I bought celery and green onion, a bunch of green onion, and radishes. The radishes and the kale and the parsley. That's the main ingredient you need in your salad if you really want to help your liver and help your body to function good. That's gonna give you the incentive. Hi Claude, good to see you on here. You know, now the thing is, with it being live on Facebook, I'm sure there are a lot of cooks in here that know way how much more than I do. But I have learned a lot of what I'm doing, and you can see it works. 80-something pounds. I think total 83 really is. So I sort of go back and forth from 83 to 85. I was weighing 215 pounds, and I was only 4'11", and I've shrunk now, so if I hadn't shrunk, I'd lost, you know, it would show more. Every time I lose a pound or two, I shrink. So, then it don't count. Oh, well. That just goes with age. I'm called the shrinking woman. Okay, back to the subject. I started at 215, and now this morning I weighed 132. So if that ain't incentive enough to get in the kitchen and to make things that are healthy, that's the only experience I've got is I did it. So a lot of people have said, what did you do? You know, a lot of people come up and go, oh, you've lost weight. How did you do it? Well, when I start telling them then, it's like, sort of way they do and go, how are you doing? And you start telling them, they turn you off. They don't want to hear all that. They want it easy. They want me to say, oh, I took this pill. Well, they don't come off easy. And, you know, I applaud those that can do it easy, that can have a pill that helps them. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with my thyroid, and I've been taking it ever since I was about 20-something years old. But that's never really helped me on my weight. What it is, it helps keeps my thyroid function at a level state. So now I think I've really activated my thyroid better by the way I'm eating. George says, I was going to ask you if you was standing or sitting. Oh, I get that all the time. I'm standing on the floor. Yeah, that's why my kitchen's tall. Yeah, I need a stool to stand on, but then I'd be too tall. So, yeah, I'm just, my grandson he's only 10, and he's just about as tall as I am. I'm just about done with these eggs. I've got one more to go after this. And look how easy they peel. What I said, boil them hot water and shook them up, drain the hot water off, shook them up real fast, and throw them in this ice water, and it just made them a whole lot easier to peel. I mean, some of them just came right out of the peeling by themselves. But some of them were a little hard shelled. Okay, that's it. Look at my eggs. Just, oh, drop one. You get to eat that one. Can you see them? I got a white bowl, so it's hard to see. There they are. I think I got 18 eggs in there. Now, what in the world am I going to do with 18 eggs? I'll tell you. Oh, there was one. Yeah, I got this one that I had set back over there because I had to crack it. The video has finished uploading. Okay, that was that other one. I had started with another video, and it's telling me right now it's finished uploading. Let me push that button. I hope I don't lose you for pushing that button. Okay. Here we go. Push the button. Okay. We're still on. You know, if you start trying to mess with things, I keep knocking stuff off. Start messing with things and push the wrong button on when you're on live video, all of a sudden you go offline. Okay, got my eggs done. I'm going to set them over here, let them sort of cool. Now we can start on the salad. Let me take a look again at my pinto beans. Oh, they're doing fine. I just don't want them to boil dry because I've got some hot water in the kettle on the side. Hi, Larry and Michelle. Okay, where's my salad bowl? My blue one. I used it for the eggs. Let me dump the eggs. I use this blue bowl. I got it at the dollar store. Use it all the time. And, oh, I wanted to show y'all some of my gadgets, too. I'll be doing that, especially since I'm making the salad. But have you ever seen those little things that they have in Subway that they chop? I've got one. This little thing right here. That's been the handiest thing, because if I don't really want to get out my chopper and chop them too thin, and I do have a regular chopper like this, but sometimes when I use that, now I use that if I'm just going to do an egg or two or something quick, because I don't like to have to clean it all the time. But this, you just chop, chop, chop away, and I think the secret is using your wrist when you're chopping too. And I do use my white bowl, the one that got my eggs in, when I'm doing that, so I don't want to mess my Dollar General bowl up. Might be Dollar Tree. Anyway, it's one of the dollar stores. Okay, now where am I going to put this? I got to set this over here somewhere, move some stuff around, because I'm going to, okay, my base here, and this later, what I'm doing is I went to the store, so I already had some salads. I'm going to use it up. Try not to waste anything. And I've got already some radishes chopped up. I used my little chopper. Y'all remember the chopper I showed you the other day? This is the handiest little tool. For you that didn't see it before, you take off the lid, and it's got this little blade. What if I threw that somebody would chop their head off? I don't want to do that, no. But that's my base there, and you just put whatever vegetables you want in there, put the lid on it, and you, about 3 rounds, and you got it chopped up. I mean, I got that at Canton, Texas, where I went to the flea market. Okay, these are my radishes, but I'm not going to put them in until, so I'll sort of know evenly how much I want. I've got my kale, and I've got my parsley. Don't they make a pretty little green? I know. I need to quit being crazy and cook. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut how much I'm going to put in the salad. In fact, I want to use basically all of this. They say, I read on this about the stems, they say, I run out of room. I don't have a lot of cooking room, but Jeff is going to build me a house this year. So, Jeff, I need a lot of counter space. I'm just crowded. It's like, I have the kitchen the size of a camper. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up and put it in this colander and then wash the kale and the, now where's my knife? Did I put it up? No. Here it is, underneath everything. Okay. My handy knife. Okay. So I'm just going to cut the tops off. Now that's a pretty good bunch, wouldn't you say? But I need to go ahead and use all this, so I'm going to make a pretty good size salad, because Gary will eat on this. This will probably make, for Gary, about 3 or 4 salads. Okay. Now, I read online that you could eat the, what do you call them things? Anybody know? The base, the bottom, the stalks. But I don't care for them. And so I'm just going to maybe, make maybe the base for a soup or something. I don't know. Okay. I need to get me a bowl to put my trash in. Okay, there's my parsley. I just like, nah, stay there. I just like to look at green, how pretty that is. I can sit and look at it. Okay, I'm going to put it in the sink of water and wash it real good. Make sure, can y'all see me? I wish I could turn the iPad toward the sink, but when I tried that a while ago, I ended my video. So I'm going to get out of the picture for a minute, but I'll keep talking. I'm washing my kale and my parsley really, really good. Where's my bowl? Okay. The colander. Put it in the colander. Let it sort of drain. And oh, my stuff is a mess. What I'm going to fix today in a few minutes is I'm going to make my chicken salad that everybody loves. And I've got the recipe, but I didn't want to give it out because I got it from a guy that runs a restaurant. And he's from the West. I can't think of his name. I didn't really know him when I was living in DeWitt, but he came over here and opened up a restaurant over on 28th Street for a while. He's not there anymore. But I ordered chicken salad from him, and it was so good. I said, can I have that recipe? And he said he didn't normally give it out except to friends, but he gave it to me. So I'm not going to give it out over Facebook. But I don't think he would mind if you want it privately. You can inbox me, and I'll give you my secret recipe for my chicken salad. Of course, if you watch me, you might see what I put in it anyway. Okay. My kale and my parsley, I'm going to set it over here so the shell keeps draining a little bit. And should be ready to go. Okay. Now, get my, don't let me forget to put these in there. I better set it over here. Set this out of the way. Just got back from the grocery store, so I got stuff. Made me a cup of coffee. I'm going to take a drink. Just about gone, so I must, oh, let me check my beans. I think they need some water. Okay. Now don't let me forget, somebody remind me, I got to add that kettle some water so I can keep that water hot. So that's my second round of boiling the beans. Okay. Now, I need to chop that up as I go a little bit, so I'm going to use my white bowl. I got to get my white bowl back. And it's got the eggs in it. Got the eggs. I'm coming back. Hang on. Okay. I'm just going to get a little bunch at a time and get my little chopper I got like Subway had and just sort of chop away. And when I do this, Gary just does not like to chew that much. And a lot of people have trouble with that. Because it's like eating grass. And you just want it chopped so it will blend in with the shredded lettuce and the other greens that I put in it. And I don't know, I may just go ahead and fix this one salad. Because I'd like for you to see how I fix his salad bowl. I went to McAllister's in Bryant. And Gary ordered a salad there. And I love the bowl that they serve it in. So I ordered me one. So I want to show y'all that bowl a little bit. I still got an audience. I'm just a rattling. Hi, Brother Allison. Okay, I'm chopping the lettuce and the kale because that's my base for my salad. Come on, just chop away. Look how good it's looking. You know, a while ago it was up high. Come on down. And stems. That's what I was trying to think of. We'll go with stems. The stems are good for you. You don't have to cut them off. You don't have to worry about it. But I don't like that many stems in my salad. So I like more greeny stuff. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. Well, I actually need that bowl. You could order this little gadget on Amazon. I've never seen anywhere in the store where I could get it. And I found it on Amazon. I guess maybe if you go to the Subway, beg them for one. They probably wouldn't give it to you, though, because they want you to come in there and buy your salad. Okay. I'll be right back. Hang on. Where's my blue bowl? Okay, here's my blue bowl. There's my base. Kale and parsley. Dump it in there. Okay. Doesn't that look good? Just, now, a while ago, that was a big old pile. Okay, now here's my already chopped up radishes. And I'm just going to spread it out where it just sort of looks. You don't have to put that many in there. Set that aside. Put the lid on it. I'll put them back in the refrigerator in a few minutes. Now, can you see? Just sort of spread out a little bit. It gives you enough parsley that'll be good for you. It's good for your liver and your kidneys. Okay, now, I've already got some of this open, and I bought some fresh for the salad that I'm going to make for Carolyn and Carla here in a little bit. So this is my green leaf, already chopped up lettuce, so I don't have to do the chopping. I just dump that in there. And it's what I had left. I may have to open a package and add to it. We'll see. And then sort of mix that up. Okay, look at that. I think I'll add a few more radishes, because the radishes seem to be disappearing a little bit, so add a few more radishes. I saved all my containers, because Find all this stuff can be expensive, so you save your containers and recycle. Okay, what I did, put about 3 or 4 bunches in there. Just sort of do it by looking, you know. How do you like a salad to look? I like for it to be pretty. Okay, now I'm ready for my iceberg shreds. This is just sort of a filler, you know. It don't have any calories, you know. Dump it all in there. That's the rest of it. Okay, now, I have cleaned out my refrigerator of my salads left over that I had left from last week. And I'm making Gary a huge salad. Now I believe I could still add a little bit of radishes to that, because I don't see them now. They just sort of hid. Add a few more. I'm going to do a handful. That ought to do it now. Okay, now let me get this bowl if I can. It's up here in the cabinet. Oh, I need a stool to reach it. I hope I don't... Oh, I got it. I thought what they all come out. Okay, this is my salad bowl. See how it's sort of made different, oblong-like? And that holds a big salad, but Gary eats that big of a salad, and he loves it. So I'm going to put my base in there. What I have left over, I'll put in a bag in the refrigerator. So, here we go. This is my salad base. Okay, so that's one, and I've got enough left over for a second salad. Okay, now let me clean up a little bit before I go any further. Get rid of some of this mess. And I'll need to wash that. Get rid of that. You get me another. That one. Never mind. I'm coming back. Hang on. My beans are doing good over there. But I do need to get me another towel. So hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, this is my salad. Still don't see a whole lot of radishes in there, but they're there. Okay. We know because y'all saw me put them in there. So I got radishes, got kale, and I got parsley. Now, that's basically all I'm going to do for that salad. I'm going to put that in the refrigerator. Gary's going to eat it for lunch. It's what, 10 to 11, so it'll be, well, I guess I'll go ahead and make him the whole salad. Okay, because by the time I get it made, he'll be ready to eat. So I'm going to use a little bit of red bell pepper, a little bit of orange, and have a little bit of green, too. The rest we'll put back in the refrigerator. I'm going ahead and put these in the refrigerator. And while I'm doing that, I need to go ahead and fill my tea kettle up with water so I can add it to my beans. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm cooking pinto beans on the stove the fast way, and I just cook them about 3 or 4 rounds in boiling water and see how soft they are. I'm going to add water to them. I don't want to add cold water. I'm going to add hot water. And that way they keep on cooking good. Okay. Let me rinse these off. They were washed already, but I'm going to rinse them off again. Okay. This white bowl is going to become my trash bowl. Well, I'm just running out of room. Okay, there's my trash bowl. I'm going to go ahead and move this there. Okay. What's that doing? Oh, it's making room to wash these off. Okay. I hadn't looked a while to see who's on here. Hi, Sharisa. Beans. Yeah, pinto beans. I found, that pinto beans and greens. Beans and greens. You can get them at Cracker Barrel. And a lot of times when we go to Cracker Barrel, I didn't know what I could eat when I was losing my weight. I had to wipe my face. I'm going to wash my hands again. Hang on. I'm washing my hands because I had to sort of, you know how it is when you have to wipe your nose? Okay. So just wash my hands. Now, I've got these rinsed off a little bit. This is my bell peppers. I have my greens already made. And take that end off. There we go. I probably don't need that much here. I'm going to just use about 3 of them. Stick this back in the refrigerator. And I thought I had already done this, but evidently I hadn't. So to rinse this off again. Get the seeds out. And then a green one. There we go. Doesn't that look colorful? Get rid of these seeds. Okay. I don't guess the seeds will hurt you. Let's see. I hope everybody's enjoying this. If you're not sitting there live, it's Saturday. I know a lot of people get busy on Saturday, but if you've got the time to sit down, if not, you can watch it later and send comments. If I don't see you come in and you ask me a question, I will answer it later. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people want to know, how did I lose weight? Well, no, number one thing, and I'm just sort of cutting these in bite-sized pieces so Gary eat them. I usually cut them a little bit smaller, but if I do them in my chopper, they get too liquefied. So he can chew these. That's a little bit there. I'll save some of these. I don't want to put too much in there. Okay, chop them down a little bit. And the green, I don't need that green. Okay, there we go. Now let me get my bowl here again. I'm going to chop them with my Subway chopper a little bit. And I love this little scooper. Scoop them up, put them in there. Where's my chopper? Here it is. Where'd you go? Okay. Got my bell peppers here. I'm just sort of chopping them down a little bit. I could have done this without having to, cut them up with a knife even, but I didn't think about it till I had almost chopped them up. Gary likes his vegetables chopped. If you don't, it don't matter. This is the way they do it at Subway, but of course they put all your ingredients at once in a bowl. I think that's chopped enough. Okay, y'all look at that. See? I'm going to dump them in the salad. Oh, it's already looking pretty. I like a pretty salad. Okay, so far so good. I've got the kale, the parsley, and the radishes, and the bell pepper. Doesn't that look good? What does he need next? A little bit of green onion. Okay, what I was going to earlier is part of this, the way I eat now, is in the cooking. Oh, let me make beans. Let me check on my beans. Okay, they're doing good. I'm going to turn the fire down a little bit because they get to boiling high. It's in the cooking, the way you eat, and I know everybody says, because my daughters told me this, well, if I didn't have anything else to do, I could cook. When I was working, I didn't have time to cook. And I kept it a secret for a long time that I even knew how to do anything. But I didn't really know how to do much because I've learned a lot by watching the cooking shows and Googling what's healthy for you. And it takes a lot of work, I know, to put a lot of this stuff together. So if you can find somebody, if you're working and you're employed and you make money, it might be worth your time to hire somebody. Not me. I'm not for hire. I do this for my family. But if you can find somebody, it's a lot of times, retired ladies that are home by themselves and don't have anything to do, they might want to make a little bit of income, and you say, hey, I need this salad fixed up, just put it in a big bowl and chop it up for me, and you buy the ingredients, say, would you prepare this for me? And a lot of them would be happy to do that for you. Even if you've got in your family somebody that don't have anything to do, they would probably love to just fix for you. So there's ways to get around. Don't give me that excuse of, I don't have time. Get away from the fast food. Now, there are things that are healthy that you could eat that are fast food, but if you live on fast food, you are not going to lose weight, and it's not going to be healthy, and when you get to be my age, it's going to catch up with you. It surely will. So, my advice to you, and I can tell you some of the places where, you can't completely stop eating out, because a lot of that's just in plain old enjoyment. So, when we go to Chili's, not Chili's, I always say Chili's because that's what I order at Wendy's. When we go to Wendy's, if I'm not extremely hungry and I really, really don't need to eat that many calories, I can order a small chili. It's only around 160 calories. Or I can get a large one for around 250 calories. So if you sort of learn those things and those little secrets, yeah, I can eat it. Wendy's, I just ordered the chili. Now y'all say, oh, you're wasting a lot. Let me turn that. Oh, got that water ready. But I like to get down to the goodie. Okay, now I'm chopping the green onion and putting it in the salad. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Bill. But I'm not a professional cook, but I've learned a lot of what helps me, and with me losing the 80-something pounds on this diet, I'm just sharing with my friends. I'm not a professional, and I have mixed myself, but you know what, a lot of times when I watch these cooking shows, and the chefs say, if you haven't sliced a finger here and there and cut yourself, then, you know, you're not a good chef. So evidently I'm a good chef. I don't know. You know, I like to blab. I'm a blabber. Just call me Brenda the Blabber. But I can talk all day, and there ain't nobody in my kitchen to stop me. And all I got to do is go back and read the comments later. So if you get tired of listening to me, you don't have to watch me. If you don't like me, you don't have to see me. You know, that's the thing good about Facebook. Years and years ago, Brenda and I, we were on radio, and I was a, I don't know if they call it a disc jockey or what, but I sit there and played the records and took requests and enjoyed it. And Ren and I had a Ren and Brenda show. It was on KADL here in Pine Bluff many, many years ago. And I have to keep up with all my little gadgets. So I don't want to put all these onions in there. I'm just going to put a little bit. There we go. I've added the onions. I'm going to get back to the radio in a minute. Okay. Added the onions. I've got the kale. I've got the parsley. I've got the bell peppers, the radishes, and now I've got the green onions. You know, sort of like singing a song and having to remember all the ingredients as you go. On the first day of Christmas and all that. Oh, that made me cry. The onions are bringing tears to my eyes. I got to get rid of them. Let me find a little... Now I'm going to have to tell a sad story to cover for my tears. Oh, my goodness. Okay. But I don't know any sad stories. I don't like to go to sad places. Now, there's my onion. I'm going to stick my bell pepper that I chopped in with my onion, and that way I'll store it in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, this is Gary's lunch. So basically, that's the base. Now, what am I going to put on top of that? Now, with me, and this is not the way, this is the way Gary eats, and he's lost in the past 6 months over 35 pounds. He's lost it sort of slow because he don't exercise. I walk for exercise. I try to get 10,000 steps a day. Don't always do it, but I try. And so I cook for Gary because he had a problem that he finally came to me and said, I need help. So I put him on this plan, and I make plenty for him to eat. This salad is going to be for lunch, and then I'll fix him something light for supper. I'm going to make my chicken salad here in a little bit when I get through messing with this salad. But this is, if you went to McAllister's in Bryant, or any McAllister's, this would be the size salad that you would get. So some people would only eat half of it and then save the half for supper. With Gary, he'll eat all. Whatever I fixed him, he's going to eat it. So he started letting me fix for him. After 40 years of marriage, he always cooked for his own self. We worked. I had a fast food kitchen. The kids would come in. I had a big skillet on the stove. Now, this is not good, but this, I'm confessing. We ordered off the Swan truck. We ordered anything that you could cook in hot grease or put in the microwave real fast. I admit it wasn't healthy, and that's why I got in the shape I was in. If I had really, I didn't have to cook that much if I had just catered to the grill stuff and cook it in the oven or, you know, the baked stuff, and not so much French fries and potatoes and carbs and spaghetti and all that stuff. It's on a you know, if you just moderation, it's not that bad for you, but you got to really watch it. And every time I eat something, I think about, okay, this is just a little bit and it's 250 calories, or do I want to eat a bunch and not have near it many? Okay. I don't count Gary's calories. I fix him just good, healthy food. So he's still lost 35 pounds, but he's a man, so he can eat more. Okay, now what am I going to add to that? I'm going to add 2 boiled eggs. So let me get those eggs I boiled a few minutes ago. Okay, and I'm just going to slice them up in the salad. Where's my little knife? Come on, little knife. There you are. Okay. Slice up the egg. I hope I didn't write anything down, because when I decide to get online, it's like, oh, I'm fixing to do something in the kitchen. I need to invite everybody. Okay, I've added the eggs. Oh, tomatoes. I get the little... Every time I go to the store, I almost forget to get tomatoes, and this time I did, but I just happen to still have a container full. I get these little red tomatoes. I do have some big tomatoes that I slice. I'm going to get me just a little handful and rinse them out. I'll be right back. Next to sink. Don't anybody leave. The good part's coming up. I'm gonna holler for Gary and have him come in here. I normally take it to him. I'm gonna get a little bit more. And so we'll get his reaction in a minute of him coming in here and getting a salad and him not knowing that I'm online. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like to eat pretty stuff. Okay. This is a salad. Now, what I'm going to add to that is some chicken. I forgot what the name of it is. Let me get it. I just bought some fresh. I get the grilled chicken strips. And I looked at the ingredients. It's not that bad. Boneless, skinless chicken breast with real meat, water, seasoning. It does have potato starch in it. See, so, hey, Gary, put your shirt on. I'm on live. I didn't think about you taking your shirt off. Go put your shirt on and come back and get your salad. Oh, my goodness. He went, well, you know, when you're home, you're just comfortable, and we don't have any grandkids. It's just me and Gary here. When I went back there a few minutes ago, he had his shirt on. Okay. So, anyway, it has sea salt, vinegar, garlic powder. It's got a few things maybe that you don't need, but it's still handy, and it's not that bad, so, okay. It's just one thing. Don't think that way, but it hadn't hurt us yet. We eat it. You know, if it says grill, I figure it's healthy. Cut it open a little bit. Okay, I'm going to cook this a little bit, too, in the microwave. Get one of my china, this is my china plate. Okay. And just get me a little handful out, chicken, not like that. I made another little bit. But, Gary, if that was me, now I would weigh it. Because 3 ounces is 110 calories. So I would get my little scale like this out and weigh it and eat the 3 ounces. And that's quite a bit for me. Stick this in the microwave, Gary. Put it on for 1 minute. Oh, I've got a helper in the kitchen. So look how good this is looking now. And he eats his salad with a spoon. All we got to add is the chicken. Let me check my beans right quick. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, that's Sarah. Let's see what Sarah's saying. Hello, Sarah. I'm on Facebook. I'm on live Facebook. You're talking to me, and I'm on live Facebook. This is the spoon Gary eats his salad with. Stick it in there. Gary walked in here without his shirt on. I had to make him go get dressed. Okay. So you want to call me back? Okay. All right. She's gonna call me back. Bye. She's gonna call me back because she didn't want everybody to hear what she was gonna say. Okay, as soon as Gary takes his salad, we put the chicken on top of it, then he's going to disappear. And where is that dressing that you use, Gary? Oh, right here. I bought him this dressing. It's olive oil, vinaigrette, balsamic, and it's good. And a lot better than ranch. But if you do have to eat ranch, my suggestion is to put it on the side and dip your fork in it while you're eating your salad. Don't just pour it on your salad. Okay. Here we go. Dump the chicken. Oh, yes. Now that looks good. Let me show y'all. Well, show some of those. Now, got chicken on top of it. Here you go. That's your lunch show. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
And even though he's still got a little bit of belly, it's coming off. 35 pounds. Whoa! Give him a hand, yay! Okay. Goodbye. Let me put some of this stuff back in the refrigerator. I also bought some squash, and I normally make my squash and zucchini and bake them in the oven, but today I think I'm going to boil the squash and put some real butter in it. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm going to... let me put put my salad stuff away, so because I'm going to wait and make the salad after another green salad after I do the chicken salad. Oh, I got to keep it. Now, hang on. I've got 2 refrigerators in my kitchen. I've got one for all my drinks and ice cream and stuff. Yeah, I eat ice cream every once in a while, especially when the grandkids come. I'll put my... Okay, I need my celery for my grilled chicken. But if I didn't have 2 refrigerators in here, I don't know what I'd do. Okay. This is my trash bowl here, so I keep that out. I'm going to rinse off my little chopper I got from Subway. I didn't get it from Subway, but it's like they have it Subway. Okay. And sort of get my workspace handy here. Okay, I'm going to sweep my floor in a minute, so I just dusted that off. Okay, I guess I need to go ahead and chop up some celery for my chicken salad. And I hate that I didn't really go ahead and get my cans of chicken open, because I have 4 cans of chicken salad over there that I've got to open up. I'm not chicken salad, chicken. And try to take the strings off of these. I don't know if anybody else does theirs this way or not, but this is the way I do it. Don't be telling me I'm doing it wrong. I don't care. This is the way I do it, my way. And it's worked. Larry, go shovel it in, Gary. Yeah, he does. But that's all he'll eat until about 4:30 or 5. I'm proud of him. Now, he does nibble on when he wants to munch on something. He'll get him some grapes. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. Probably need about 2 more. I just do everything by looking, you know. Do I think this is going to be enough? Yeah, this is going to be enough. This is what I'm adding to my chicken salad. So y'all don't forget. Celery. I'm not giving y'all the recipe now. I don't know who all I got on here now. It don't say how many, so it doesn't matter. Y'all can watch it later. Now I'm washing my celery. And I do have the rest of this lettuce, that not lettuce, but the base of the other salad. So see, that's another whole salad fixing. So let me get another bowl. And I may just fix this. No, he's already had. I only fix 1 salad a day for Gary. You know, I don't want him to overdose on salad. I don't want him to get tired of it. But see, that's another whole salad. Maybe not quite as big as the other one, but enough for a base. So there you go, is a salad. What I do is I take a paper towel and just slightly dampen it. Maybe just sprinkle it with water a little bit. And place it on top of it. Just gives it a little bit of moisture. And then stick that in the refrigerator, and it's good. I'll probably eat that. Okay. Let me check on my beans. Oh, they're boiling. They're doing good. Got pinto beans on the stove. Okay, I've got my celery chopped up. I got craisins to go with it. Okay, that's one of my secret ingredients. And, okay, and 4 cans of chicken breast in water. Okay, 4 cans of that. And then I've got, oh, I hope I got relish. Okay, y'all hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta check, see if I got relish in my pantry. And this is my last jar, so I got to be sure and put that on the grocery list. Okay, 4 cans of chicken in water, and then you sort of put enough of this chicken. This is just a dill relish. Make sure it's dill, not sweet. put enough dill relish in that flavor. About 3 heaping spoonfuls of light mayonnaise. I want to make sure it was light. Hellman's light mayo, and raisins and celery. Y'all didn't get that recipe from me. Okay. And I'm going to fix that up here a little bit. And that's going to be my chicken salad. I'm cooking. I made this salad up. I'm going to make Carolyn and Carla green salad here in a minute, so it'll be a repeat of what I just did. I bought some cabbage. I'm going to boil some cabbage. What I do on my cabbage is I boil it. I get the water boiling real good. I chop this, and don't chop it, but I slice it up. Add it to the boiling water and let it boil for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then saute it in a big skillet with some Pam. And add my Cavenders. Y'all remember the Cavenders? Cavenders is very important. I add my Cavenders to my cabbage. And that's all I need. You don't need fat. You don't need bacon grease. You don't need anything else. It just makes it more fattening. I add my Cavenders. Now, I have added butter. Don't use margarine. Use real butter. And then the squash, I haven't boiled it in a long time, but probably the only thing I will add is a little bit of Cavenders and butter. And I'm going to make that mainly for Carolyn and Carla today. I have one more thing I want to show you. Amy, I hope you're still watching. Sarah, I hear a lot of Carla and Carolyn. Well, I am going to be cooking for Sarah soon. She lives in Jonesboro, and Sarah is an assistant manager at Kohl's. Go down to Kohl's and say hi to Sarah. She's my daughter. Oh, and I said Sarah, and my phone thought I said Siri. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay. So I'm going to try to go up there at least once a month and cook for Sarah, because she feels left out. Yeah, Sarah said we went to eat last night at Colton's. I met Sarah and Damon and took Brenda and my grandson back to her. And so we met, and Carolyn was with us. We went to Colton's, and I ordered salmon and broccoli, and got the broccoli real soft. And so I only ate half of it. And I ordered 2 orders of broccoli, and I only ate half of it. Was going to bring the other half home and eat it. And the key word there was, because when I got the to-go box and fixed it up, like most people do, just walked off and left it. Well, when I got to the front door, I remembered, and I ran back, and the guy had already piled stuff. He'd opened it up and piled stuff on top of it and threw it in the garbage bin. I mean, within, as long as it took me to get to the front door. Okay, so that's what I was going to eat for lunch today. Now I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch. Probably the chicken salad when I get that fixed. What was I saying? Oh, I wanted to show y'all another recipe. I'm going to put this on hold for a minute because it takes me a while to get all this chicken salad made. But that's what I make. Just mix it all up. It makes enough for Carla, Carolyn, Sarah, and us. So you've got quite a bit of fixings there. I want to show you another substitute for chicken spaghetti. And it's under, a cup of it is under 180 calories. Yes, I do have the craisins. Oh, you don't want cranberries or craisins, Sarah? Is that what you're saying? Well, let me know in the comments. If you don't, I haven't been adding this to it, and I'm add the celery. But this, I'm going back to my original recipe. But if Sarah doesn't want the craisins, I'll leave her batch out. Okay, I want to show y'all something that I found. If I can find it, here it is. This is a good, something that I really enjoyed eating, because one of the things used to, when I'd go to the doctor, every time I'd go to the doctor, they'd say, watch your carbs. You're eating too many carbs. It showed in my blood test. You know, lay off the carbs. So I finally learned how to do that. I learned to just, you know, eating healthier. So part of that is I found this Pasta Zero. If you want to know more about this, I'll send you the info on the message. But it's shirataki spaghetti Pasta Zero, Nasoya, Nasoya. And you find this in the produce section at Walmart. It's the only place I've been able to find it. You know, advertise for Walmart, but this I found this there, and it's over by the tofu and that stuff. But it's in the where the lettuce and the carrots and all that is, in the produce department. Now, the thing that's special about this is in some kind of something that keeps it the water in it. And then when you open it up, it's sort of going to have a smell. But you take this out and you rinse it off really, really good. You have just a little colander out, and you just sort of use your hand and rinse it until you know you've got a lot of that liquid stuff off. And then you can either boil it. If you're going to make the chicken spaghetti, you can boil it in water just like you do spaghetti. I like to sort of take the scissors and cut it so it's not so long, because it seems real slippery when you put it in your mouth and then go down your throat before you realize it. So I wouldn't want anybody to get choked on it. But it's a little bit different texture than spaghetti. But if you really like the taste of spaghetti, you can take this. You could add anything to it. And once you boil it or saute it, if it's just for one, take this whole package and put it in a skillet after you've rinsed it off real good. And then you've only had, this is 15 calories a serving, and you got 2 servings a bag. So 30 calories for this whole bag of spaghetti. And 4 carbs, so that'd be 8 carbs for the whole bag. No sugar. So whatever you add to it, I mean, if you could add a can of tomatoes, like the oregano tomatoes, I've got some of those diced, or add a little bit of spaghetti sauce. Just read the label, how much you're adding to it. But when I make the chicken spaghetti, I add half a cup, or I use 3 of these, and then I add a half a cup of cream of chicken, which is not a whole lot of calories. Look at the calories. And then I add some rotel, and then I may add a little bit of chopped up chicken of some kind, whatever I've got. Sometimes I forget. And then I use 4 ounces of Velveeta. 4 ounces of Velveeta is, if you stick with that and weigh it and know exactly how much you're eating, by the time you get a cup of this after you've made it, you've only got 180 something calories. And that's a good meal. And you can allow 300, 350, or maybe up to 400 a meal if you really want to watch every meal. And say if you ate 300 calories per meal, that's 900 calories for the day. So then you could munch on grapes, you could munch on apples, you can add other things that are healthy to eat on. But the trick is just trying to stay healthy. Somebody said, what kind of diet are you on? I said, this is called a survival diet. Sarah says, it's buy the tuna fish in any store. Oh, really? This is always in the cold and produce. I've never seen it anywhere in any other store. What store have you been in? We don't have a Kroger, so maybe it's in Kroger. And who's never seen chicken in a can? Okay, the chicken in the can like this is by the tuna fish. Oh, is that what you're saying, Sarah? Okay. I thought you were still talking about the spaghetti. I should quit reading the comments, because then I get confused. You're talking about the chicken. Okay, the chicken is by the tuna fish. And make sure when you grab a can of chicken, make sure it says chicken in water, because they have chicken and all kinds of other things. And I accidentally got a few of those, and they don't work well in chicken salad. So make sure it's just plain old. And I get the Hormel that's in the 2-pack because it's cheaper than buying one individual. It's a little bit expensive, but if you're just cooking for one, just buy 1 can of chicken, put 1 boiled egg, just a little bit of mayo to make it just, maybe a tablespoon, maybe not that much, just a little bit to mix it up, and a little bit of relish or whatever your kind is, and then optional is the raisins and the celery. And if you put all those ingredients, take off the spaghetti, if you put all these ingredients in your chicken salad, it's going to be just like a professional cook told me. I'm not giving you the recipe. This is just what he told me. So I don't know his name, and I don't even remember the name of the restaurant, so I'm not giving anything away. He gave it to me. He didn't say keep it a secret. You can get 8 cans at Sam's. Oh, do I need to start buying my chicken at Sam's? Okay. I hadn't thought about that. But I don't go to Sam's often enough. I go to Sam's to buy my china. And my not my glassware, but my substitute glassware. I have over in that corner over there, I have my plates. And I usually keep a stack up real high. But this is my glassware. And something else I got. This is one of my favorite things. this is one of my favorite things. I was a member of this. You can go on, I don't know exactly where, but if you know somebody, I think I can probably send you a link or something. But sometimes they have these places on the internet. I think it's on Facebook, where you could go in and you can register to be get free stuff, and as long as you give a review on it. Amazon has cut down on a lot of the reviews, so they have to do it a different way. So I do it through my blog. It's called My Favorite Things, and I did a blog on these on My Favorite Things. So if you want to go into my blog, and I do have information on my diet on that. Just go into Google and type Brenda Casteel blog, or it's under blogger.com or blogspot.com. I have a blog there, and I talk about my favorite things. But these two things, Gary loves this. When I'm cooking eggs in the morning and just want to sort of just scramble around, that's handy. This is handy for scraping the bowl for anything, and then you got a little spatula. And I think it's one more thing that came with it. Oh, it is a bigger spoon. Yes, these are the 4 things. I need to get commission on all these things I'm advertising. But I got this free, just for my opinion. And I loved it. And I got on there and I was just praising how great these were. I love these things. And Amazon accused me of being biased. I didn't appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to get off that soapbox. Oh, my beans. I need to add water. Okay. Now let me see how soft they're getting. Ooh, they're getting soft. Okay. That's, what is that, 3 or 4 rounds? I may go ahead and cook that round and maybe one more. What are you talking about, Ann, that you're going to buy? Patty says, just shared your video. Let them know you appreciate it. I don't get it. Okay. I appreciate it if I'm supposed to say that. And, oh, you're talking about the chicken salad, I guess, Ann. Yeah, because it is delicious. And the way I eat it a lot of times is I bought some, let me show you my bread. And Gary loves this bread. This is a San Francisco cobblestone bread, San Francisco sourdough bread. And it's only got 80 calories per slice. So that's not too bad. If you match the calories on bread, I look at every loaf of bread, and a lot of times I get that Sara Lee that's got only 45 calories a slice, and all they've done is they've just sliced it thinner. But if you really want a good tasting bread, get the sourdough, put that chicken salad on it, and it's huge, it's big, so you can take a cup of chicken salad, put it on the 2 slices of bread and eat it, and you still have got a good calorie count. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to tell you for today. I will answer any questions if anybody's got them right quick. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the video now. When I first started, I started making the salad. I made the salad today. And I told you about the spaghetti. Go get you some of this spaghetti if you like spaghetti. And you can add anything to it. A lot of people add a little bit of soup of some kind to it. And just give it any kind of flavor, or you could just add some butter to it. Butter and just a little bit of Velveeta cheese, or maybe a little slice of American cheese, and you just got, good flavored spaghetti. And it's all low calorie and no sugar. Very healthy for that. Yes, I count carbs. What I do, and that's one thing I want to show you sometime, with my Fitbit, this counts everything for me, and everything syncs. I have a scale in my bathroom, I have a Fitbit on my arm, I have my phone and my computer, and it all syncs together. At the end of the day, I go on my computer and click on my Fitbit. It tells me how many steps I made, it tells me how many calories I burned, and then if I go into where I log my food of what I ate every day, it will give me a composite of how many carbs, how many fats, and how many proteins. Now, I know automatically about how much sugar I've had, and I try to stay below 25 grams a meal. A day. Not a meal, a day. Anything, if I'm buying something, anything over 12 grams, I don't eat. Now, every once in a while, I'll maybe eat an ice cream bar that's got 110 calories and 12 grams of sugar, but I don't do it very often. It's a treat. But, yes, I do watch my carbs. I think I stay around anywhere from 50 to 70 grams a day, and the protein. I try to balance my protein. I don't try to eat too much of anything. I try to balance it out. By the end of the day, I look at my composite, and I try to stay across the board in the 30s, like 35, 38, 37, across the board. And sometimes maybe one will be up and the other will be low, and I know that the next day I've got to sort of adjust that. The last 2 days I have been in the 30% range all across the board on my carbs, my proteins, and my fats. My fats consist of Pam. I spray Pam on everything that I'm cooking. I use a lot of it. And then butter, real butter. Because the only things it has in it is the cream and, what is the butter? Let me see. Let me find the butter. I have some in my freezer. Okay. I'm going to show y'all. If y'all will look at the ingredients on your margin versus the ingredients on your cream, this is Challenge Butter Unsalted. I'm not sure if this is the butter that I use because I just grabbed this one day and I hadn't even used it yet. But it's natural flavoring, contains milk. Ingredients: pasteurized cream, milk, and princes. Natural flavoring, contains milk. No significant difference. Okay. Okay, I don't use this. This for Gary, I guess. Hang on a minute. This is the one I use. I use the Land O'Lakes because the other one had 100 calories per tablespoon, and this one has 50. That's a big difference when you're cooking with stuff. So it makes a difference in my fat composition across the board. So I use the light butter, the Land O'Lakes. Now let's see what it's got in it. Read those nutrition labels. Ingredients. Well, it's got more stuff in it than what I realized too. But it's still better than anything else. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. But if you try to just find the butter that's only got 2 or 3 ingredients in it, it's better for you. I blew that one, didn't I? Okay. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to cook the cabbage. I'm going to cook some squash. I got the pinto beans. I'm going to make the chicken salad. I've already made the green salad. If you missed it, you can go back and watch the video. Use the sourdough bread for this. I made my lemon water. So if you have any other questions, let me know. If you notice, I never add salt to anything, but today I picked up some salt substitute, sodium free. I thought I was getting no salt. So I don't know if I'll use this or not. But I do watch my sodium. I wish I'd have done this, I'm not going to say how many years ago, but if I'd have started doing this 50 years ago, you would have been able to stand to look at me. I'd have been looking so good. We all age. I'm a grandma, and I'm proud of it. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed my cooking show. I'm not a professional. This is just what I do. Goodbye.